Respected my class in charge and my dear friend, first of all, very great morning to all of you. Myself Sayyam from Proud 9C standing here to play role as a teacher, and friends, my topic is drainage, which is related from our subject social studies. Friends, firstly, to know about this chapter, we will know the important terms related to this chapter. So friends, our first important term is drainage. Drainage. What do you mean by drainage? When a water fell from high area to low area, that is known as drainage. For example, waterfall. Our second important term is formation of rivers. When small streams coming from different locations join together to form a river, then these rivers fall into large water bodies that are ocean and seas. Our next important term is drainage basin. Drainage basin. An area which is drained by a single river is known as drainage basin. Now our next is water divide. When any river is divided into two parts by a land, that is known as water divide. Our last important term is gorge. Gorge, a narrow opening formed by a single river on the upper course, is known as gorge. Now friends, our next content is differentiate between Himalayan and peninsular rivers. Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. Firstly, we will do the differentiate between Himalayan and peninsular rivers on the basis of their origin. The Himalayan rivers are originated from Himalayas. And the peninsular rivers are originated from peninsular plateau areas. Peninsular plateau areas. Now friends, we will discuss the differentiate between Himalayan and peninsular rivers on the basis of their source. The Himalayan rivers, the main source of Himalayan river is glacier. And the main source of peninsular river is monsoon. Now on the basis of their length. The Himalayan rivers are longer than peninsular rivers and the peninsular rivers are smaller than Himalayan rivers. Friends, this is all the differentiate between Himalayan and peninsular rivers. Now we will talk about Himalayan rivers. There are three types of Himalayan rivers flow through the India. First one is Indus River. Indus River. The Indus River is originated from Mansarovar Lake in Tibet. Mansarovar Lake in Tibet. Then it flows westward and reaches Ladakh Union Territory, then enters into Pak-occupied Kashmir, where the tributaries of Indus, Jaskar, Hunza and Nubru join. Jaskar, Hunza and Nubra joined. Even Ravi, Bias, Satluj, Jhelum joined it in Pakistan. It is the longest river of the Himalayan rivers. It covers the distance of 2900 km. Now friends, our next river is Ganga River. Ganga River. The headwater of Ganga River is Bhagirathi. Which is originated from Gangotri Glacier from Himalayas. The tributaries of Ganga rivers are Yamuna, Gangar, Gandok and Kosi. Yamuna, Gangar, Gandok and Kosi. The Yamuna river rises from Yamunotri Glacier. Then it flows parallel to the Ganga river and joined with Ganga river at Devprayag. The other tributaries of Ganga, Ghangar, Gandok and Kosi river are originated from Nepal Himalayas. Now friends, our next river is Brahmaputra river. Brahmaputra river. The Brahmaputra river is also originated from Mansarovar Lake in Tibet. Mansarovar Lake in Tibet. It is originated from Mansarovar Lake, then it flows westward, and when it reaches Namcha Barwad, it takes U-turn. When it reaches Namcha Barwad, it takes U-turn and enter into Bangladesh. Then in Bangladesh, it is known as Jamuna River. In Bangladesh, it is known as Jamuna River. And in Tibet, it is known as Sangpo. In Tibet, it is known as Sangpo. Now friends, we will discuss about peninsular rivers. Peninsular rivers. Friends, our first peninsular river is Narmada river. Narmada river is rises from Amarkantak hills of Madhya Pradesh. Amarkantak hills of Madhya Pradesh. Then, while flowing to its westward sides, it falls into the Arabian Sea. When it falls into the Arabian Sea, it covers the areas of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. While flowing to the Arabian Sea, it creates many beautiful locations just like Marble Lake in Jabalpur. Now friends, our next peninsular river is Tapi River. Tapi River arises from Satpura range of Madhya Pradesh. Satpura range of Madhya Pradesh. It covers the areas of Maharashtra, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. It covers the area of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Our next peninsular river is Godavari River. Godavari River. Godavari River is originated from Nasik district of Maharashtra. Nasik district of Maharashtra. It is the longest river of the peninsular rivers. It covers the areas of 1500 km. It covers the areas of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. It is also known as Dakshin Ganga. Now our next river is Mahanadi. Mahanadi River. Mahanadi River arises from highlands of Chhattisgarh. Highlands of Chhattisgarh. It covers the areas of Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. It covers the distance of 860 km. Our next river is Krishna River. Krishna River. Krishna River arises from Mahabaleshwar. Mahabaleshwar. It covers the areas of Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. Tungabhadra, Musi, and Koyna are its tributaries. Now friends, this is all about my topic. I think you like my video. Thank you and have a nice day.